Hello. This is daily human design energy report for April 26th, 2023. I am back from my retreat. I am feeling so fulfilled and energized, and I'm excited. But let's see, the sun is in gate 27. So we are in the gate of accountability on the fourth line. And so accountability in quantum human design, really this whole week, all 6 days, the challenge we've been working with is to try to care without over caring, right? We're trying to make sure that we're only taking our own responsibilities and giving other people accountability to do their own work, right? And so, in the I Ching, they call it nourishment. And so the fourth line, that opportunist line, really shifting from the personal to the transpersonal. Key word here is generosity. The natural sharing of attended abundance. The qualitative sharing, the gift of rewarding those who are deserving. The power and strength to share generously. To indiscriminate sharing, the potential loss of power and strength through indiscriminate sharing. And so really giving the abundance away, really giving it to all, to whomever that you can see that is needing, that is worthy of it, and really seeing that when there is this excess, we don't need to hold on to it. We can give, we can share for others. And so let's see the cards that we get today. Really wanting to balance this though, and really looking at accountability and looking at sharing and making sure that we are not oversharing to the fact that people aren't doing their own jobs, their own tasks, right? Holding themselves accountable for doing some of the work. We don't want to overshare so that they don't have to work at all. And so that really is the balancing point of that, making sure that we aren't giving more than we really can, and or making sure that we're not over giving out of trying to love, to show that love, but we want to make sure that we're not going to end up enabling that person. And so we can lean into faith. We can lean into the faith knowing that if we listen to our strategy, if we listen to our authority, that we will know how we can nourish the right people, know how we can give generously without causing any harm, that we're really doing it from the pureness of our heart, that we're really finding that balance, that we're holding that balance, that we're making sure everybody is still rising up and stepping up to the plate and offering and being generous in the things that they can, right? It's all about us sharing and being in communal opportunity. We all have different gifts to give, and we all have different ways that we can share, and we can all be generous with it. We can all come from the place of the heart, and just kind of having that faith and knowing that the right people, the right ones will see the gifts, the right ones will know whom we need to give the gifts to, and to keep nourishing, to build our connections, right? And that we are doing this, we're connecting, we're building this safe space, we're building this place of community where we can feel safe to hold one another accountable, right? This is a big shift of sitting around and being truthful and being honest and being able to say, hey, we all need to rise. In order to rise, sometimes we need to look at the hardships. Sometimes we need to look at the areas that we might not want to, but still say, okay, hold me accountable. Make sure that I show up and do it, even though it's going to be hard. And it's going through those hard, challenging times is when we find that page of growth, and we have faith and know that when we do lean into the uncomfortable, when we look at the resistance and we choose to push through that resistance, that's when we rocket through, that's when we shine through, that's when we launch above. And so being able to hold ourselves accountable as well, and hold our own responsibility, and realize that we are responsible for our own growth, that nobody's going to fix us. There's no fixing, right? There's only finding more alignment. There's only finding and letting go and releasing and obtaining that peace. And that comes from our own work of working on our thoughts, working on our mind, working with our connection to source, to God, to the elements, and having our faith, connecting back into that faith. I will be back doing these videos daily. Please comment down below. Let me know how they resonate with you. If you want to do a personal reading, you can always shoot me an email, Christine@essentialstrong.com. Sending you all so much love.